Welcome to datascience.show, the podcast where data science meets executive leadership. We talk with top AI and analytics thought leaders about turning data into real business impact. If you're a C-level leader or data expert shaping the future, you're in the right place.
Imagine this: a mid-sized financial services firm launching a customer-facing model to detect potential fraud. At first, engineers built an ad hoc reviewer pool, a handful of contractors, some operations staff, and a product manager triaging edge cases. 3 months in, an audit found inconsistent reviewer decisions across regions. One flagged case missed a regulatory threshold. The resulting investigation cost the company 6 figures in remediation and a week of halted deployments. That financial hit came not from the model, but from invisible, unpriced human oversight that had never been governed. Today, I want to show you how to fix that, how to convert ad hoc review into a measurable internal marketplace, a reviewer market, so oversight scales with business value instead of burying risk under spreadsheets.
Here's my decision lens in one line. Human oversight must be a priced, certifiable service, not an ad hoc cost. Say that again in the boardroom, and you'll change how people think about staffing, procurement, and accountability. If oversight is unpriced, finance can't fund it, risk can't control it, and product teams get surprises. Convert it into a service, and you get measurability, incentives, and a funding path for remediation when things go wrong.
So what is a reviewer market? Think of it like an internal exchange. Product teams are buyers of review capacity. Reviewer pools are the supply. And the platform in the middle routes requests, enforces SLAs, and settles payments between teams. Start by cataloging review lanes. Each lane is a distinct decision flow with its own risk profile, volume, and required reviewer skill. For example, high-risk compliance decisions, medium-risk content moderation, low-risk quality control checks. Protect capacity for the highest risk lanes with reserved quotas, so safety doesn't lose out to throughput. Expose demand signals, volume forecasts, SLA urgency, and let pricing reflect scarcity and complexity. Importantly, treat review capacity as a measurable input, price per decision, not per hour, so product teams can budget and compare oversight to other investments.
Let's talk pricing and incentives, because design here determines behavior. There are 3 practical models to mix: fixed-tier pricing, surge pricing for urgent backlogs, and credit bundles for ongoing needs. Fixed tiers map to complexity: Tier 1 for simple binary checks, Tier 2 for context-rich judgment, Tier 3 for expert arbitration. Surge pricing disincentivizes last-minute dumping of reviews into the market. Credits allow internal teams to buy blocks of capacity at predictable rates. Whatever you choose, price per decision, cost per decision, must be visible on product team P&Ls. That lets leaders conduct trade-off conversations. Is it cheaper to invest in automation or buy oversight capacity? And crucially, tie bonuses to conservative quality metrics, not raw throughput. If reviewers are rewarded only for volume, you'll get speed and not safety. Align incentives to accuracy, measured by independent sampling audits.
Quality is the heart of this market. Design a layered certification and reputation system. Baseline certification for entry, advanced certification for specialized lanes, and reputation scores surfaced to product teams. Use randomized sampling audits and independent adjudication to verify reviewer accuracy. Add fatigue controls, limits on continuous review blocks, and rotation policies so judgment doesn't degrade. For career-minded reviewers, create a path: reviewer, senior reviewer, certifier, mentor. This preserves talent and signals that review work is valued, not commoditized. Make dispute resolution explicit, fast-track appeals, recorded reasoning trails, and a remediation lane funded by the market when systemic errors occur.
On the operational side, keep tooling minimal but measurable. You need 3 core capabilities: routing, telemetry, and settlements. Routing enforces SLA gates and protected quotas. Telemetry captures decision metadata, timestamps, reviewer ID, confidence tags, and sample outcomes. Settlements compute capacity usage and charge internal teams. Build routing rules that consider risk, reviewer certs, and workload balancing. Instrument the market with telemetry sufficient to run monthly settlements and to support audits, coverage percent, sample accuracy, mean time to review, and disposition reasons.
For tooling, start with lightweight integrations, existing task queues, a simple marketplace UI, and a ledger for chargebacks. Automate where it reduces reviewer cognitive load, context snippets, pre-filled forms, and quality assist suggestions. But don't automate judgment out of the loop.
Procurement and legal will want clear playbooks. For external vendors, include clauses that require audit access to reviewer records and decision logs, confidentiality and data handling rules, and SLAs tied to quality metrics, not just throughput. Add contractual remediation funds. If vendor review failures cause customer-facing incidents, there should be a predefined remediation pipeline, financial and operational, so your teams aren't left holding the bag. Include change control language around certification standards and a right to audit clause. Finally, loop in HR and Labor Council early. Treat reviewers as people with careers, provide certification incentives, and establish transparent grievance mechanisms to avoid union or compliance pushback.
Now, how do you stand this up without bogging the organization down? Run a 90-day pilot. Step 1. Pick a single high-impact lane, something with clear volume, measurable risk, and executive sponsorship. Step 2. Define pricing tiers and a provisional cost per decision. Step 3. Certify an initial reviewer pool and run a short calibration, a settlement rehearsal where teams pay with pilot budget credits. Instrument KPIs from day 1, coverage percent, cost per decision, reviewer accuracy from random sampling, and remediation burn. After 30 days, run a retrospective. Did the market reduce incident rework? Did teams understand the pricing signal? Use that evidence to expand lanes or pause. Keep tooling lightweight. A leaderboard, a simple invoice report, and a one-page operating manual are enough for a first pilot.
What should leadership report to the board? Focus on a short set of board-read KPIs. Coverage percent for high-risk lanes, cost per decision by tier, reviewer accuracy from independent samples, and remediation burn, dollars spent fixing errors attributed to review failures. Pair those with 3 executive controls: the ability to fund lanes, add budget, pause lanes, stop purchases if quality drops, and mandate certification standards for any team that buys high-risk capacity. Those are your levers to fund or halt market lanes based on evidence, not emotion.
Before I close, 3 executive actions you can take this week. 1. Identify one high-impact review lane you can pilot in 30 to 90 days and assign an executive sponsor. 2. Ask finance to accept cost per decision in P&L testing for that lane so you get real chargeback signals. 3. Convene HR, legal, and procurement to pre-approve certification criteria and remediation clauses. Do those 3, and you've moved from invisible oversight to a fundable, auditable capability. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Oversight isn't a free lunch. Treat it like a service with price, quality, and governance. That's how you preserve velocity and trust at scale. If you want the one-page pilot template and sample procurement language I mentioned, subscribe to datascience.show and you'll find the resources in this episode's notes. And if you liked this playbook, share it with the executive team that owns models in your organization. These decisions live in the boardroom. That's the difference between models and value.
Thanks for listening to datascience.show. If you found value in this episode, subscribe, share it with your network, and join us next time as we explore how data science drives smarter decisions and better business outcomes.